Hello guys, this is Mahitex back with another tutorial. This tutorial we are going to install macOS Sierra using VMware. All we need is VMware Workstation Player, VMware Unlocker Tools for Mac, and VMware VMDK image. Let me extract macOS Sierra VMDK file and we'll install VMware Player now. VMware Player is free to use, so you can download it from VMware websites. By default, VMware doesn't support macOS installations. All the links to the files are in the description below, so feel free to download them. By default macOS doesn't support by default VMware doesn't support macOS. We can install Mac in VMware by using the patch. What the patch does is that it enables macOS option in the VMware's operating system menu. Now the VMware Workstation Player wizard is complete. Now let me open VMware. I'm gonna create a new virtual machine. Select I will install the operating system later, and then selecting next. Now you can find any macOS option in there. Now let me extract the patch tool folder, and inside the patch tool there will be unlocker folder, and then right click on win-install.cmd and run as administrator. Wait for it to install, and then now again open the VMware. Now click on create new virtual machine and select I will install the operating system later, and then now you can see Apple macOS X6 enabled, and select macOS 10.12 in the menu, and then feel free to change whatever name that you like to keep for your virtual machine. I like to keep it as macOS. Then select next. You can create any size of hard disk here, but it doesn't matter. Click on finish. Now click on edit virtual machine settings. As you can see, now the VMDK file has been successfully extracted for us. Now select edit virtual machine settings. Go ahead and delete that hard disk that we have created earlier. Now add another hard disk. To add that, click on add and then hard disk. Click on next, SATA. Then go ahead and select use an existing virtual disk. And now browse to the VMDK file that we have extracted. It is in D drive, macOS Sierra VMware files, macOS Sierra tech reviews, and then there it is. Okay, then click on finish, and then edit the RAM. It will be like in the top memory. I'm going to allocate around 6 GB for this VM. You can allocate whatever your system supports, and I am going to give it 4 cores. Now if I run the virtual machine, it will throw some errors. Specifically, I am doing this to show that it will create some errors. Okay, press OK for that. To resolve this error, you have to go to the place where your virtual machine file is. So it will be in Documents, Virtual Machines, macOS, and then VMX file. Your virtual name .vmx file. Open it Notepad++ or Notepad and scroll down to the last line and then add smc.version space equals space within quotes 0, and then go ahead and save the file. Close the notepad. Now launch the VMware and select Play Virtual Machine. Now you can see VMware doesn't throw any errors, and the Mac starts loading for the first time. As it is the first time, it will by default ask for some configurations like what we do in Windows. We have to wait for that and then we'll configure it. I am going to select my country as US and then selecting my keyboard layout as US. Then selecting don't transfer any information now. I'm going to enable location services. The key step is that if you want to use iCloud, iMessages and App Store, you have to sign in with your Apple ID now, but I'm not going to do that now. Agree to the license and terms. Enter your name here and then select your account name, then enter a trusty password for you. Repeat it again and then click on continue. This will create a main account for your Mac. Don't worry if it takes too long. The first time it will take some time to boot, so don't just freak out. Now it's successfully created the account, and I like to uncheck both these. It's setting up my Mac. It will take some time, so don't worry. It will take some time, so don't worry. If you are wondering what system I'm using a Dell Inspiron 5548, which has been sponsored by my sister who is living in US right now. Big thanks for her to make this tutorial possible. Without this, it couldn't have been possible. And now you can see we have successfully logged in into macOS, and let me right click and then change the hard disk name from macOS Sierra Final Boutique Reviews to something you like. Let me just go ahead into about this Mac and then show you the specifications. It is running the macOS Sierra version 10.12, running 6 GB RAM. So let me close it out. As you can see, the mouse and all, it's a bit sluggish. So we'll install VMware tools to get rid of that. So manage and then click install tools. As you should have seen in the information, the display size is 3 MB, so no display driver would have been installed. Now we are installing the display driver also. So go ahead and install the VMware tools. Put your password here. Click on continue installation and it will run. This might take some time, so just wait around. I fast forwarded this process a little bit, so it might take some time in yours, so don't worry. Click on restart. This time when the VM restarts, you can able to see that there will be no sluggishness in the mouse usage, and there will be a lot of improvements in the graphics side. Since VMware installs its own proprietary graphics drivers, so that the operating system uses at least 128 or 512 megabytes of graphics cache for this. And as I've been stating, I've been using a Dell Inspiron 5548. And what makes this special is that I have removed the 1 TB hard disk from its default configuration and then installed an Samsung 850 Pro in there of capacity 250 GB, so it makes it blazing fast. So if you are having any old laptop that couldn't do much speeds, just replace the traditional hard drive with an SSD, and that could make it bring it to life. It will really make it fast. So don't mind investing some extra amount into an SSD. It will really show you the performance. And let us see, the Mac is again rebooting with proper drivers installed now. You can also access the internet in this Mac by using the default network that is connected to your laptop. So you just don't have to worry about how I will connect to the internet. By default configuration itself, the Mac connects to the internet, so nothing need to worry. And here is the login screen. Let me enter my password. As you can see, successfully logged in. Let me close out of VMware tools. I'm going to enable full screen mode now. As you can see, previously it didn't go into full screen. Now you can see it's successfully scaled up, and then now you can see that macOS Sierra, and then the graphics is 128 MB. Now let me go ahead and go into system preferences to enable the dock options. Going to select on the dock and then enable magnification, and then reduce the size. As you can see, the magnification effect is really smooth. You can see it's just really scrubs out. This is how to install macOS Sierra on VMware. This is pretty much the easiest way you can find it on internet. And thanks for watching. Have a great day. Subscribe to my channel Mahitex. Thank you.